Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. You have arrived here on a very auspicious day today. Today is the 24th of May, which happens to be the birth anniversary of one of the greatest poets in Bengali literature, Kazi Nazrul Islam. What? Don't tell me you haven't heard of him. Okay, no problem. I'll quickly walk you through his remarkable life. Seriously, what an interesting life Sir has led. Kazi Nazrul Islam, born on the 24th of May 1899 in Churulia village, Bardhaman district, West Bengal, present day India. Nazrul Saab was trained as a muezzin at the local mosque. Muezzin, the person who proclaims the call to the prayer 5 times a day. Nazrul Saab's tryst with literature and poetry began as he joined the Letor Dol, the local theatrical group in his village. But there was still time to become Kazi Nazrul Islam, as destiny had other plans. He joined the British Indian Army and was posted in Karachi during the First World War in 1917. After the First World War ended, Nazrul Saab established himself as a successful journalist in Calcutta, and he began writing vigorously articles, poems, everything against the British Raj, which, not surprisingly, led to his imprisonment many times. And this is why he became popularly known as the rebel poet. In Bangla, we call him the Bidrohi Kobi. Nazrul Saab's writings not only call out for a revolution and have a clarion to freedom, but also encompass a total love for humanity and give a call towards an all-inclusive society, which he himself embodied throughout his life. Kazi Nazrul Islam is the person who introduced the ghazal form of poetry in Bengali literature, and his writings not only inspired people in the Indian freedom struggle, but also in the many years later in the Bangladesh Liberation War. Imagine, almost more than 80 years earlier, in that society, he had an interfaith and interreligion marriage with Pramila Devi. Kazi Saab named all his children with both Hindu and Muslim names. Krishna Muhammad, Arindam Khalid, Kazi Aniruddha, and Kazi Sabyasachi, who later went on to become a celebrated elocutionist. Nazrul Saab has written more than 4,000 songs during his lifetime. What a colossal number. These songs are together known as the Nazrul Giti. You will be more surprised to hear that out of these 4,000 songs, more than 500 are Shyama Sangeet, which means that they are dedicated and devoted to Ma Kali, Shakti in Hinduism, and to many other Hindu gods and goddesses, Shiva, Radha Krishna. Truly, the world needs more men like Kazi Nazrul Islam. But since 1941, after Rabindranath Tagore's death and the ill health of his wife Pramila Devi, Nazrul Saab gradually began to lose his power of speech. His mental health began deteriorating at a rapid pace. He was even admitted at the psychiatric hospital in Ranchi. A group of his admirers came together under the banner of Nazrul Treatment Society and were able to send him to London and Vienna for treatment. At Vienna, Nazrul Saab was diagnosed with Pick's disease, which was a rare, incurable disease. So, the Nazrul family came back to India and began living a very quiet life. Among the people who helped Nazrul Saab in their treatment was Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, celebrated Indian leader. Many years later, in 1972, the newly formed nation Bangladesh with the permission of the government of India, invited the Nazrul family to stay in Dhaka. Nazrul Sahab then became the national poet of Bangladesh. On 29th August 1976, the world forever lost the rebel poet. He rests eternally in peace in the Central Mosque at Dhaka University. But you do wonder, does the world ever lose its poets? No. They survive in their countless works and in the countless hearts they have touched. And same is the case with Kazi Sahab. Even today, his poems show us the light towards a harmonious society. His poem, which I am going to read today, iconic one, Mora brintte duti kusum, Hindu Musalmaan, which means we are two flowers from the same stalk, Hindu Musalmaan, still is relevant in contemporary India and gives the call towards an all-inclusive society. So, I will first recite the poem in the original version in Bangla, and then I will also recite my English translation of the same. Come, join me in feeling the magic of Kazi Nazrul Islam's pen and in paying homage to him through his works. Mora brintte duti kusum, Hindu Musalmaan. Mora brintte duti kusum, Hindu Musalmaan. Muslim tar noyon muni, Hindu tahar pran. Akshe akash mayer kole, jano robi shoshi dole. Ek rokto buker tole, akshe narir tan. Mora brintte duti kusum, Hindu Musalmaan. মোরা একশে দেশের খাইগো হাওয়া, একশে দেশের জল, এক মায়ের বক্ষে ফলে একই ফুল ও ফল। একশে দেশের মাটিতে পাই, কেউ গড়ে কেউ শ্মশানে ঠাই। মোরা এক ভাষাতে মাকে ডাকি, এক সুরে গাই গান। মোরা বৃন্তে দুটি কুসুম, হিন্দু মুসলমান। চিনতে নেড়ে আধার রাতে করি মোরা হানাহানি, সকাল হলে হবে রে ভাই, ভাই ভাই জানা জানি। কাঁদবো তখন গলা ধরে, চাইবো ক্ষমা পরস্পরে, হাসবে সেদিন গরব ভরে এই হিন্দুস্তান। মোরা বৃন্তে দুটি কুসুম, হিন্দু মুসলমান। Now, my English translation. We are two flowers from the same stalk, Hindu Musalmaan. We are two flowers from the same stalk, Hindu Musalmaan. Muslim, the pupil of the eye, Hindu, the life's yarn. Above the mother's lap, the same sky, as if the sun and the moon together swinging high. The same blood below the heart does lie, the pull of the same vein does alarm. We are two flowers from the same stalk, Hindu Musalmaan. The same nation's air we breathe, drink the same nation's water. In the same mother's bosom blossoms, the same fruit and flower. The same nation's soil we get, some in the cemetery, some in the crematorium are let. In the same language we call our mother, in the same tune we sing without a qualm. We are two flowers from the same stalk, Hindu Musalmaan. Unable to recognize in a dark night, with each other we indulge in a fight. When the dawn breaks, the brothers will know what is right, and will cry then, holding each other in embrace. Will beg for forgiveness and grace. Will laugh that day with a proud face. This Hindustan. We are two flowers from the same stalk, Hindu Musalmaan. Thank you. So this is my tribute to Kazi Nazrul Islam. Long live Nazrul Sahab. Long live poetry. Thank you.